So last time on Remedial DnD, Connor forgot to record the audio, so the episode is obsolete. Last time, the adventurers set out into the wilderness.
Excuse me?
Just
Gonna
gonna
cruise
breeze
on
right over
past.
that. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
But
Which
we
also
had a
means that
live
one
viewer
person
and
in the Twitch
he
was
knows
watching
it.
a muted stream because I don't think the audio worked on that either.
Definitely beating off.
No. I'm just gonna imagine it worked and it's only in his mind now.
I'm hoping,
Lost to
yeah.
history and
The
the story will be passed down. It'll live
So,
on in lore forever.
helping out the speaker of Bryn Shander, Duvessa Shea, the party set out into the Icewind Dale to explore the area looking for any giant movements. On their first day, it was quite eventful. They first came upon a smashed up caravan that was attacked by giants, where it was revealed that Beldora, your companion, is a harper spy, trying to find information also about the giant movements. She got real emotional when Sibo attempted to rip out the teeth of her dead potential ex-lover.
He had motivation for that, though. He had good cause.
And then with Vixen's great tracking ability, you followed some giant tracks into a wooded area where a frost giant was launched through some trees, and then a fight began between this frost giant and a large white dragon with a dead body rider on it. Throughout the combat, Sibo transformed himself into a baby giant, which seemed to work. Bonesaw pretended to be the adoptive father of this baby giant. A fight ensued.
Screwed up a real great episode, sir.
I know.
This is
I know. Beldora got onto the shoulders with her crossbow grappling hook situation until the giant was killed and she was smushed. You guys healed her and decapitated the
Not
giant.
killed by her, though.
No,
What?
I don't know.
I killed
The
it.
giant.
So,
You said,
Yeah, Lonely Blade got the kill, sadly.
yes, Lonely Blade killed the giant. When the giant fell, it smushed Beldora, but she was healed. Loop decapitated the dead giant because you guys are being paid per giant head. When the head was removed, the baby giant Sibo fit himself into the body and wiggled his tiny head around.
Highlight.
Traveling, you decided to go back to Bryn Shander with this information that there is at least 2 other giants around when a winter storm hit, and you guys found refuge in a cave nearby. When you set up camp and explored the area, you were met by one of the other frost giants who was had left the smashed up caravan. When he entered the cave, he said he was looking for the Ring of Winter. And that is where we will pick up. So you have a frost giant in this cave. It's dark. It's cold. What do you do?
I removed the spell Light from myself.
Okay.
And if I grab the giant head, can I teleport back up onto my ledge with it?
With the Misty Step?
Yeah.
You sure can.
Alright. Yeah, Jimmy. Use minor illusion to make this head like a rock or something. I'm gonna hide it up on this ledge.
That head. Oh, okay. Done. I you can see my confusion now. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
done.
it was poorly.
I cast minor illusion to make a head-sized boulder.
And I lean up against it and I yell out, I guess, "No ring here. Just shelter from the cold, friend."
The frost giant takes a step in giant speaks. Soon Jarl Strovold will arrive with 20 frost giants aboard his long ship. He knows the exact whereabouts of the Ring of Winter, and it is close by. Interesting that a party of adventurers is held up in a cave exactly where the Ring of Winter is said to be.
I
Dude.
say he's bluffing.
Yeah, he only heard me talk. How's he know we're adventurers?
The overall.
We look goddamn good.
Yeah, you're all wearing matching Yeti cloaks and
Covered in
Some are
blood.
strewn with blood and some are not. They don't match at all.
We could be a band.
I saying giant. We helped the giant earlier, but we were attacked by a dragon. Sadly, he was slain. We
nice
barely escaped with our lives and sought refuge in this cave.
what color dragon did you face?
It was.
We don't see the world through that lens.
I think it was a white one.
I'm colorblind,
It's a nice
so I
privilege.
don't know
White
what
one.
color he was.
The frost giant reaches into a giant satchel that is strewn across his shoulder and down by his hip, and in a flash, he hurls a net at Loop.
I
But
couldn't even see him.
with
Yeah,
a
but
18, the
that was a-
target misses. The frost giants have dark vision.
Yeah. So I figured.
So a net hits the ground next to you, Loop, and that is gonna start this battle.
Goddamn
Battle?
it.
What? I thought we were like.
Nice
vibing.
initiative,
Thought we
Frost
were
Giant.
connecting. Yeah.
How do you roll it? Oh,
Where
I
is
see.
this giant, by the way?
I can't see him.
He is at the mouth of the cave.
Are we supposed to be able to see stuff like
Yeah.
that? It's-
You can move your character to see more. There's shadows, Loop. If you were here, we discussed it.
Ooh, I rolled a
Well, I can't see
2018.
my character, Matt. It's not even
Yeah,
on the
Loop's
screen.
only 30 feet away from him.
Fuck you, bro.
Lou, why are you loitering at the mouth of the cave?
Yeah, what are you doing, bro?
Should we find this
My
ring? and set
fucking
it
map's
free?
fucked up.
Okay, so it's gonna kick off with Loop. This dude just threw a net at you for no reason.
Not cool.
Well, he had some reason, but it wasn't a good reason.
Why can't I see anything though?
See, my
What
shadows
if I
got all
re-
messed up.
I'm gonna reload my.
My computer just restarted. But I'm here. Daddy's here. Loop, attack him with a sword. Or a club. Shoot him in the face.
There
Kick
we
him in
go.
the nuts.
Hold on. Okay.
The shadows aren't changing.
The dude threw a net at you.
No.
You're just gonna sit there and take that?
Wait, is the
My
net on you?
fucking game is fucked up. No. Alright.
He brushed it off, but he's just kind of like scared now.
My guy is just standing in the middle apparently. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking check out my fucking. Where's my character sheet? Oh, this is different.
Oh boy.
Let's see. I'll do a nice lunging attack from long range.
Alright, so is that 10 feet?
Yeah.
So you're gonna run up to get
So
within.
range.
Yep. Alright, so fire away.
Is that a hit?
You have to roll your regular attack. Oh, that certainly hits.
Fuck yeah.
So he gets knocked back and takes 7 damage. That's your first attack. You have
Knocked back.
2.
I'll move up again and try another.
Wow.
That's a nat 20. Dun, 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 dun. Give me just a second, because we never use these. Boom.
Got a card?
So double damage.
Whoa.
5, 10, 11. So 22 piercing damage on the second attack. And he's pushed back again. And he's now standing at like the very entrance of the cave. Is that the end of your turn? I think you got a little
Yes.
movement left.
Movement to go hide around here.
So you got yourself around the corner.
Yeah, try to crouch down and hide in the darkness behind these
All
little
right.
rock points.
Sibo, it's your turn. He's about 55 feet away. You are hidden.
Pop around, shoot an arrow. Damn.
That's not going to do it.
Alright, in that case, I will move. You know the shadows aren't moving? They're just stuck where they are.
Yeah, and then I refreshed mine, and now I have no shadow.
Yeah, just refresh
Yeah,
it. I got rid
yeah,
of them.
I
I'm
have-
just not going to
I
use
have no
them. They're
shadows.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a dungeon. We'll use them for that.
Alright, I'm gonna cruise. Sorry, in this case, give me one moment. It's loading. I can just move after if it's easier.
Alright, so you fired a shot. Are you moving and then trying to hide again?
Yeah, you want to just roll for me? I'm gonna end up hidden or trying to hide.
You can just roll it when you get grasp on your...
Okay.
Alina.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Spike Growth right here.
What? How big is it?
It's
Well, I'm gonna
20.
click on it, but I think, yeah, it's 20 square feet.
So spike growth is 20 square feet. So that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. It's like that.
I would like it to be a little in more, like one space, one square more inside the cave. So like,
Closer to you.
yeah, so like right here is the edge.
Alright. Alright, anything else?
No.
Alright, that's going to bring us to Bonesaw.
Okay. What I want to do. I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use True Strike.
Alright, give yourself advantage on your next turn.
Okay, but also. Oh, yeah, so I also. What's my brief insight into the target's defenses?
You notice his armor is all kind of patched up together, and it would lead you to believe it's somewhere around a 15.
Oh,
And granted, the damage he's already took for about 100, a little over 100 hit points.
Okay.
he's
So,
smart out here, guys.
where is this fucker?
The giant is in the mouth of the cave, about 45 feet away from you.
Then I'm just gonna move a little bit back, like over here near this chick. I guess I'll be
And it is this chick's turn. Beldora pulls out her crossbow and goes, "Let's do this shit!" And she runs up and she is going to fire her crossbow.
She's got a mouth on her.
The bolt hits the giant, but it just plink falls right off. And she is going to duck behind one of these stalagmite type, whatever it is, for cover. And it is Vixen's turn. Vixen's up on this 15-foot ledge about 65 feet away. 15 feet in the air.
Pew! Pew! Does a 16 hit?
It does. So the first arrow misses, bounces off the wall, but the second arrow hits foreshore.
10 piercing, plus I'm going to use as my bonus action Planner Warrior, obviously. So 1d8. 1. Rolling. 1d8. 4. So he takes 14 damage, and it's force damage, so it's like a poof.
All right.
Does rough terrain stand? Like if something else got cast over the spike growth, would you go even
Yes.
lower?
I don't know the rules, but I'm just going to say yes.
We played that way when we had the army, when me and PJ would cast spike growth and then his crazy spell. And they'd go like a quarter speed and fucking get exhausted by his spell. Oh,
Bet.
Okay, I am back in action. Want me to roll that?
Yeah, go ahead, roll stealth.
oh yeah, hey, it's still my turn, so I'm gonna climb down the ledge, and that's 15 feet
Okay.
to right here. And then I'm gonna go boop boop and try to duck behind this.
Alrighty.
I know I'm gonna need a pretty good skill check, but whatever.
So, on the giant's turn,
Oh yeah, dude.
he's
I'm
going to
fucking
use
hit.
all of his movement, but he's going to take all of the spike growth damage. So that's going to be...
Am I not hidden, by the way?
He's taking 4d4. He went through the whole thing.
4d4.
Yeah, lonely.
Sibo, you're not thrilled with your stealth roll. You don't feel that hidden. But Vixen feels pretty good.
I'm a fucking rock.
Yeah. Roll 44.
Wait, isn't it 2d4 for every 5 feet?
Oh, is it? It's 2? So yeah, it's 8d4. Sorry. Good check.
8d4. 16.
Yeah, you're right. 2d4.
Spikes
Hell yeah.
burst through the ground as the giant makes his way to Loop. He
Did you push him back with something?
I hit him with a lunging attack.
yeah, he
Did you get
pushed.
him
him back.
backwards?
Yeah, he did.
Try to do that again if you can. Knock him back in there.
Yeah,
I
lunge
can do it
all
a
up in
couple
him.
times.
The giant pulls out his great axe and swings at you, Loop.
He totally whips.
Duck and roll.
The first
roll.
one, Loop manages to duck. The second one, he is not as nimble and takes 18 slashing damage.
Oh,
Wow,
I'm dead.
dude, he had a 1 in there. You're fucking lucky. 3d12.
That's not. Yeah, you're right. You should be in. You're in.
But after that, he is out of movement, and it is
Oh,
your
come on.
turn, Loop.
Gonna use. I'm gonna use my lunging attack on him again to try to push him back into.
All right, so that's nice.
Oh, baby.
Another
How
nat
you?
20.
What?
How?
So
Really kick
he is pushed back 5
I'm a
feet
hero.
on the first one for
I'm a natural
sure.
hero.
He's cheating.
How much damage does it do?
Double damage, and the target must make a DC 12 con save. On a failed save, the target cannot take reactions. So he doesn't have any reactions, but double damage is still nice. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 30 damage.
Fuck.
Wow.
That's huge.
And
So
then you
Connor,
have
my current hit points right now. You adjusted those?
yes, so you're down to 24.
Okay. Yes.
Jeepers creeps.
I'm gonna fucking lunge at him again.
Yeah, push him
Yep.
back.
Take a slice.
Another hit, dealing a total of 9 piercing damage.
He
But
lands in the spikes.
the lunge pushes him back into the spikes for another 2d4 by Alina.
Yeah, bitch.
For 5 damage. This frost giant is looking rough. And it is now unhidden Placebo Domingo's turn. Actually,
hold on, let me use my movement
oh yeah, go right ahead.
again.
You got this, Placebo.
Let me move back again into the shadows and check
Yeah.
the stealth.
Yeah, feeling real stealthily. Sibo.
Couldn't see me when he was wincing from
Alright.
those spikes.
I'm gonna move to here and cast. I'm gonna yell out, "Somebody block the wind! I'm gonna roast this troll," and cast Burning Hands. Damn.
Oh,
wait,
Burning
that's
Hands.
good, right?
Let me just read that spell real quick.
Oh man, I'm not gonna get the kill. This is dumb. I quit.
Boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom,
By the way,
boom.
I can hear. Oh, we're gonna get that head.
Dexterity saving throw against 13. Dun, 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 dun,
What is his dexterity like? Plus 13.
No way, he's a big fat giant.
Yeah, he's very nimble. He was a ballerina as a child. Very weird parents.
He's not very dexterous at all, but he does manage to take half damage, fire damage.
Damn.
Is he vulnerable to fire? No, but he still takes
Everybody's vulnerable
5
to fire.
fire damage.
Alright.
Yeah, I forgot he was a frost
Nah.
giant.
And I'm gonna try to hide next to Belle here.
Oh, dude, it's fucking raining. You guys hear that?
Loop's second stealth
You guys feel
attempt.
confident in your ability to take this guy out,
Woo!
Oh, for sure hidden.
damage wise?
You said someone's coming with an army of giants.
Never mind.
Alina.
I'm gonna cast Entangle on him.
Alrighty. Do. Strength check. Oh.
So it's gonna be difficult for
DC
him no matter what.
15. DC 15 strength check. He manages to resist the vines that are ripping out of the ground.
But
But
it's still difficult.
there's still, and how much is it? Another 20 feet?
Yeah, so I want him to be like centered on him.
5, 10, 15, 20. Boop.
I guess I'm gonna kinda hide.
All right. Bonesaw. This giant is taking considerable damage and is in a very tricky area for moving.
All right. Well, that's how I like my giants. Restrained and on their back.
Ugh.
Well, is he on his back? What is that? 5, 10. 5, 10. Is it 5?
Say it again? Oh, yeah, it's
5.
5 per square. Yep, he's about 35 feet away from you.
Perfect. I am going to run up to him and grasp him by the cheeks.
Cute.
And you inflict wounds at a level. Wait, hold on. I think this is it, right?
Well, it definitely hits.
Max it out.
Oh, but it doesn't have me pick.
Inflict wounds.
I'll do it at a level. I'm pretty sure I have a level 3 slot left. Well, I don't know if I need to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a level 3 slot left.
Oh yeah, so you want it at level 3?
Yeah, so that would be.
I get it. I'm gonna roll it.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, we need to ask him more about this ring as we taunt him to death. Bonesaw, you speak giant, so like as you heard him here, ask him a question or something.
You start thinking of these questions you could get and the ways you could trick him into telling, get him to tell you this information. And as you are thinking of it, you see the hooded man Bonesaw run up to this giant and grasp him, and he screams in agony as he falls to the ground, dead.
That's all we need to know about him.
Jeez.
I come out
But-
and give Bonesaw a high five because we're giant slaying buddy.
When he was dying, did I hear him whisper something in giant?
Yeah, he said, "Ow, fuck,
Necrotic damage.
necrotic."
Oh shit.
Alright, we'll take his head and loot him.
Question: since I killed him, do you think I would have killed him at a level 2? Casting it at a level 2.
You had 30 hit points left, and you dealt 31.
Damn.
Nice. Finished him.
Yo, Vixen, you're muted.
Fuck. Me. Fuck. I'm cutting off his head, if you haven't noticed by my character jumping around. And as I do, I'm looking for that tattoo from that we found on the other guy. The menorah with a ball sack.
Should we look
So
around this cave
horrible.
for this ring, some of us?
I'm blessing from that
Yeah.
serious wound.
I'm gonna look.
investigate
I'm
that.
gonna look in the water.
You keep
I'll
cutting
check-
that head off.
I'll
Alright.
check the
And
water.
someone looted the body. See if there's anything
Yeah.
on him.
I guess I'll run his shit while I'm here.
Pretty sure I sucked the life out of him. His head
Yeah, I'll
probably
check out.
just
I'll
falls
cut his
off.
fucking rings off.
Is there anything in the water while I'm splashing about?
Oh, nat 20. Did I
A
find anything?
very brisk
Oh, we're
water.
investigating this place.
Is there anything in his pockets?
There sure is, and let me just do this one at a time, though.
Yeah.
Lonely Blade, searching throughout the cave, you find, kind of kicking around in the dirt, you find a little piece of fabric sticking out of the ground in the back area. Sibo's investigation reveals that the water is cold, and it seems to be coming in from underground and leaving from a different area. But it doesn't seem like anyone would be able to fit through either crevice.
Nice.
Okay.
Lonely Blade is gone. How's his head coming? Boop, 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 boop,
It
boop.
doesn't seem to be going as smooth as it was last time.
Yeah, it's because I'm using a sword, not a saw.
But after a
Should I
good
just
couple of
use my
hacks,
disarming attack on his head again?
the
Or how about I
howling.
Cut his pockets out.
Oh yeah, so going through his
Yeah,
bag.
just skip me. That's cool.
Shut up.
Wasn't
You didn't do
cutting off a
anything.
head or anything.
You are. I told you. It's not going
Taking
great.
a long time. Patience. Heads don't get chopped off in a day, bro.
Going through the bag, you find a haunch of meat,
It's human.
a half-empty cask of ale.
Gone. Now it's totally empty. Roop
Uh,
shouldn't have found that one.
Is
It's a
that
pussy pocket.
is that accurate? Did you just slam half a cask of ale?
Wait, how big is a cask? I thought you said half a bottle.
No, half a cask. So like a huge
So
barrel.
That's like
Just say
yeah,
yes.
no.
Just say yes.
Yeah, just say yeah. Just go with it.
And you
I'll carry it.
Can't take that one.
It's like death saving throws.
and a giant-sized drinking horn. As you're investigating in various aspects of the cave and the giant, a dreaded sound comes through the wind,
This cave is very popular.
and something screams, "Harvard, where are you?" And outside you can
Okay.
see a winter storm is still raging, but there is no sign of this. You can not see what is clearly another giant voice.
Can anyone
Hey,
can hide
hey,
this fucking
lonely-
body, guys?
Lonely Blade,
Mark,
What up?
you gonna check out this little piece of fabric?
Yeah, I mean, what else? What do I see? What is this piece of fabric? I don't know anything to read out on it.
In the fabric is it's a small pouch, and when you open it up, you find 8 gemstones that you would wager are about 10 gold piece a piece.
Are they magic or anything? They're just like gems.
Nah, from your initial investigation, they don't appear to be magic, but they do seem very nice.
All right. Well, no ring.
No ring.
I say, gems, huh? Cool. And then I head back to the group.
These will do us no good against the frost giant's wrath.
Actually, I head back to
I'm following you saying that. Hey,
you.
did you see
Hey.
what I said? The wrath.
I did.
All right.
can I ask
I didn't, I
Beldora
didn't. I
what
didn't,
are
I
we
didn't.
gonna do? There's another giant.
Yeah. Jeez.
Beldora, there's another giant. What do you think we should do?
I say one. There's probably 50.
Shit. Well, the cave is well guarded.
Yeah, by us.
Well, I mean, all that.
By the spikes and the entangle spell, Beldora will yell over to you, and she'll walk over to you. She's a little smarter, and she'll say, "I don't want to make decisions for the whole party. If we leave now in the night, facing the winter storm could be just as deadly as facing another frost giant."
I disagree.
Yeah, it's another $100.
She's only saying that because she doesn't have a Yeti coat.
Yeah, seriously, salty
Yeah.
bitch is
Do
just
we know
upset.
it's definitely a frost giant?
I'm
Or
gonna
sounds like a
fucking
giant?
remind her that I got fucking swamped by that giant, and it hurt
Yeah, do
really,
you need to
really
get
bad.
healed?
I wouldn't mind a short rest in case we see any more, or I mean a long rest in case we see any more giants.
guys,
Where are you?
Yeah,
Boom.
no
We-
rest happening.
We
The
could
voice
go
is
up.
coming closer and closer.
We could go up into this room up top here and roll the giant's body in to block the entrance
Where's this tiny room?
What?
up in the top left.
Yeah, until he comes over and rips the dead body out of the way.
Yeah, I don't think that's good.
Can we turn his body into a boulder again?
Well, he's all pissed off at this guy, right? Let's just make a stand again, and hopefully this guy's more reasonable. We've got 2 giant heads we can show the back.
Alright, yeah.
Step forward.
Let's fucking go. I'll just have to stay, be a little careful.
Yeah, why don't you come back here? Does anyone have any healing spells?
I actually I
No.
don't, cause I need. Wait, yeah, I can do one thing where I can roll like a D10 or something.
I have.
Oh wait,
So,
I can. All right, I walk over and touch Loop, and he gains what 5 hit points.
Oh, thanks, Vixen.
What?
Thanks, Riggins.
From me touching him.
So
It's
touching.
a ASMR thing.
Yeah, here I'll put
I'm-
it up.
I'm going to hide again up here.
All right, making the decision to try to make a stand against maybe a more reasonable giant. You guys can put yourself where you would like.
I'm going back up on my cliff.
Yeah, it worked out last time.
I lean up against the giant. I
Less
crouch
than
next to
another
the. I crouch behind the giant head-sized boulder.
Bonesaw, are you satisfied being on the body?
Under.
Um,
I'm hiding under it.
All right, make a stealth check for me.
His foot is sticking out.
Isn't that the first place he's gonna go?
Yes.
You get really flat.
Ooh. All right.
So he's just like lying next to it.
Yeah, dude, what was that? Don't
Hold
do
on,
that.
hold on. I gotta do
Wait,
my
hold on,
one.
You're also in like vines.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Wait. This is so. Oh, so he wait.
Very
He's
close to
all
Spike
covered
Road.
in vines.
We're
All right.
just gonna-
Fine. Whatever,
Oh,
dude.
God.
I don't know. I'll go.
Just look at it.
Well, I'll give you, because it is such a difficult terrain. There's a lot going on right there. Dead body, giant blood everywhere. Bits of flesh from Vixen's terrible hack job of removing the head, which has been removed. I'll give you advantage, which means a 19.
Yeah, do you have 2 heads
That
behind that
works.
boulder now?
I could also be just play dead
not a good look for
if it came down to it.
giant coming in.
Good luck in the undergrowth.
The giant footsteps get closer and closer until you hear them outside of the cave entrance. The light of the fire attracts the giant to peer inside, and when it does, it sees the lifeless body of a frost giant on the floor. And as it comes in, it says, "My husband, no!" And
Much
it
more reasonable.
runs up to him, which will take 4d4 damage, and it is going to be Beldora's turn.
Wait, she only moved 5 feet in there?
Yeah. No, 10 feet. So 4d4. Which is a solid roll.
And is she,
Hey,
is she getting slowed down too? Double movement?
Difficult,
yet.
so half movement, but yeah, she's just gonna give up her movement, only moving that far in.
I whisper over to Lonely Blade and Loop and say, maybe when she sees her dead husband and the possum bone saw next to it, she'll have to assume that they fought solo and both were killed at the same time, and she might not come looking for us.
She's gonna be pissed.
Let's hope so.
On Beldora's turn, she looks up to you, Vixen, and kind of gives a, because you're really the only one that would be able to see her, and kind of puts up her hands like,
And I'm the team leader.
what do you want me to do?
I cross my finger across my throat in the death symbol.
All
Like
right.
over 100.
Beldora fires her crossbow. 16. Hits.
With 3 piercing.
does 3 damage, but a rope extends from her crossbow. She
Oh, yeah.
pulls the winch and flies onto the giant's shoulders.
She crazy.
And it is your turn, Vixen, now.
What a Dumbo.
Alright, I'm hidden, so do I have advantage on a longbow?
You do indeed.
Fuck yeah. Boom. Boom.
That'll
That hit.
Roll the second one.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
So 4 damage on the first arrow.
Yeah, on that. I missed the second one, but I also used Planar Warrior on the first.
Alright, so give me that force damage.
7, baby.
11 total.
Pew!
I asked Lube and Placebo if they don't mind me throwing some more spikes down. Do you guys need to get close to attack him?
No, I have some arrows I can use.
Hey, for the record, before my turn is over, I hide back behind the rock, behind the giant-shaped rock, because she's pretty occupied with spikes and there's a lady on her head.
So it's actually going to be an action to make a stealth roll, and you just use yours to attack.
Sounds
Only
good.
rogues can make checks as a bonus action.
Fucking
And with
nerds.
that said, this frost giant is going to hum a rock at you.
Yeah!
Jeez.
That's my AC.
18 versus AC, I believe, will hit
Yeah, I'm a 17.
for 26 bludgeoning damage.
So much
fuck
weaker
yeah.
than the rest of you. Just a little boy.
What did you take? 26?
So a rock sails through the air and smashes Vixen, and you hear a fucking bone-crunching smash.
Mm.
Get toast.
And
I have 4 temporary hit points, so I should have 14. I've had those, like, since we took our last long rest.
well, whatever that was probably is gone now.
That was pretty good.
So
You got me good, giant. Should have waited, touched myself, and healed.
this giant is going to move its way deeper into the cave, taking the rest of the spike growth damage.
Is Beldora hanging on
Another
one of those
12.
husks off of the helmet?
Yeah, absolutely. You see Beldora is holding with one hand on the rope that is smashed into the side of this giant, and one hand on a sword, and she is just holding on as this giant is trudging along and trying not to fall over as it runs through the spikes in the ground. Loop!
So female trolls have long beards, or is this a super progressive gang of trolls?
I don't know why you're assuming that this picture is one gender or another.
The beard. It's
Yeah. No, I only have one picture. So, Loop, it appears the way that this giant is running, it's coming at you.
I don't like
It's
that.
looking right at me.
Don't let it get
So,
any closer.
Connor, I have a question. What are these 5 hit dice that I have on my character card now? 5 out of 5 total
If you
hit
take a
dice.
short rest, you roll hit dice to get your hit points
Oh,
back.
okay. So, not really something I need right now. I'm gonna fucking use my action surge to get 3 attacks.
Woo! And he's rolling hot tonight,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him with the lunge.
So, making an attack from 10 feet away. Now you gotta
Wait, do
be
I need to
close
be-
to.
Do I
out
need
of
to be
sup-
close?
Oh, you're out of.
when I don't have-
Yeah, you're out of
So
your.
I need to be.
Your superiority dice.
So now I just need to be up on him to use a lunging attack.
Yeah, you can just make a regular attack. You're out of your special moves.
I thought you only needed a superior to add range.
Yeah, so like your lunging, your disarming attack, those you need the superiority dice, and you've used them all.
Oh, no matter even just to use it. I thought it was just the advantage.
Nope.
All right.
But you do still get 3 attacks. The first one will miss.
Oh shit.
Yo, get out of there if you can after.
The second one will hit, and that's going to do 6 damage.
I
The
think I should just. Yeah.
The third attack, pending, is a super hit, dealing another 9 piercing damage. So say you probably got about 20 feet of movement left. Just bounces out of there. Sibo, I believe you are hidden behind these rocks. Now that Loop has left, the direction that this giant is running is your direction.
Damn.
That will miss. Would you like to do anything else?
Yep.
So an
Yeah.
arrow. Go ahead.
I'm going to run to here. Is this a proper hiding spot if I get flat?
You can try.
I will.
All right. So Sibo fires this shot over the shoulder of the frost giant, and Bonesaw, completely hidden in this dead body, you see the arrow just land right next to you into this dead body. Alina, Loop has retreated to you. This
I'm
frost
hidden
giant is
also.
running in your direction.
I'm gonna cast Spike Growth again.
Right.
And so basically, like I want this to be the middle. Like I want to slot it in between those rocks.
So this is the middle.
And a 25 means I got really flat, right?
You feel pretty confident. So
Yeah.
alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, anything else, Alina?
Nice.
No, I'll stay in front of Luke.
Bonesaw, hidden in the muck in the ichor. You will have advantage on your attack rolls.
Goddamn straight I will. Alright, so.
Try to make her think her husband's coming back to life if you can.
Headless.
Your wheelhouse.
I was thinking of doing something like that, but we'll let it take the first round of damage first.
Alright.
I have to attack. I was trying to think of ways I could do it, but I'd have to sacrifice. I'm trying to go for the money shot. So can I'd like to use Twin Spell on Chromatic Orb. Pretty sure Chromatic Orb I can use it with.
No,
Yes.
Twin Spell is if it attacks one person, it can attack 2 people.
Yeah, like
Oh, a second creature, so I can't use it on the same creature.
No.
I feel like we had this discussion once.
God damn.
probably more than
No,
once.
but we had a discussion about a different aspect of it.
Such rich gameplay.
Alright. Fuck. Alright, so can I don't know if I have any more level 3 slots left. Did I just use my first one?
I think you've only used one.
Yeah, alright. So then what I want to do is Should I just try to go for the same thing? She's like right next to me. No, I'm gonna cast fireball.
Fireball. Do you want to use a sorcery point so it doesn't hit Beldora? Oh wait, you don't have that. Never mind. It will hit Beldora.
I mean, she's
Nice.
keeps climbing on top of him.
Shit happens.
Now I feel bad.
Wow.
She
All right,
jumped
so
on-
go ahead and click Fireball for me. This giant is not very dexterous. Alright,
God
for
damn it.
19 damage.
Dude,
But it rolled a 6, so it's gonna take all of that. Ooh, you rolled 3 1s in there.
yeah, dude. I'm
Very
fucking. I'm getting these ugly rolls, dude. It's like crazy. God damn it.
So, the giant takes the
Switch it all on
full
fire.
brunt.
Spike growth damage.
The fire is catching on her clothing. Beldora's dex save is bad. And she's gonna take the full brunt of that fireball. She's
She
looking
understands.
rough.
We'll just save her later.
But that's gonna take
Hey,
us
yo,
to
stop, drop, and roll, Beldora.
That's gonna take us to Beldora, who is going to start stabbing from atop the giant's shoulders.
With
Stab
advantage,
glowing
bitch.
Blue tattoos.
I'm gonna give her 2 attacks. The second one hits, but it does 3 damage. So she's hacking at this giant's armored shoulders, and on the second blow, she manages to break through. And at this point, she's gonna use all of her movement to drop to the ground.
Into the spikes.
Yeah. Do you want it to hurt her?
I have control over that.
Oh, I kind of thought so.
Then yeah, they don't spike her.
Well, you know what? I won't even. She'll just drop down in between this thing's legs, and it's gonna bring us to Vixen.
Oh man, Vixen's so excited to miss. Excited to miss with a longbow.
First attack with the bow is a miss, but you do have another one.
Yep, second attack, and a 12.
Jeepers. Sorry I said that.
Any movement?
Oh yeah, so I'm the last one that attacked. I'm gonna. Oh, I can't. Why can't I click my character? I want to move, but it's not letting me. Oh, that's because I'm on the thing. Yeah, I'm pretty fucked up, guys. I'm gonna go over here and just like crouch down, like not hiding. I just like don't want her to throw a rock at me.
All
I look
right.
at placebo. I look at placebo like that's not a hiding spot, but you're making it work.
I'm really flat.
As you're thinking that you really don't want another rock thrown at you, you see
Here it comes.
You see a rock get pulled up from the ground as it's running and hurled at the druid Alina.
Ah.
Oof, and a
Plot twist.
21 to hit,
Wow.
Oh, wait,
dealing
let me use,
37
wait,
damage.
wait. I have fighting style protection. I can use my shield to protect him from 5 feet away.
Oh yeah, he's right next to him.
You have a reaction?
Fighting style
he's
protection.
Captain
When a creature
America.
you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use
Ooh.
your reaction to impose disadvantage.
So
on
with
an
the
attack
10, the
You must be wielding a
37
shield.
damage is vacated, and the rock smashes into Loop's shield, who
Wow.
flexes as with the impact, and no damage is taken.
roll. Flex. Yeah.
Dude, blow
Now,
a kiss at her.
You should just
that
suck
does
his
not
dick now.
stop her from using all of her movement through all of the spike growth
Yikes.
to get right in your face. So you can roll all that spike growth damage.
Her face is melting, by the way.
No, they got tough hides. She mad. That was pretty cool.
25. Loop. Huge. And it is
I'm
your
gonna
turn.
use my
And
second
go ahead and
wind.
take inspiration. So that was just cool.
What's inspiration do?
You can use it whenever to get advantage on any roll, basically.
You're a god, Loop.
Let me use second wind to get some. My bonus action, second wind. How do I do that?
I believe you already used it, no?
No, I used the other thing. I used the action surge. Second wind heals by.
Oh, so you're going to heal yourself?
Oh, I have a roll for I see it.
1d10 plus 5. So you get 8 hit points back. And that's a bonus action. So you still have 2 attacks against this giant all up in your face.
Stab.
Gonna
Stab in the
take
face.
2 swipes with this short sword.
The first one is
slice.
ineffective.
Oh.
It's
I
alright,
use that
dude.
inspiration.
Alright. Well, with the 15, you beat. So the first blow deals 5 damage.
And then I'm gonna take another swab.
21 will hit, dealing another 8 damage.
Bam. Bam.
And this giant is slowing down now. Loop, if you'd like to move, feel free. Sibo, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you have advantage, so roll again. Nope. So that is no good.
Alright, in that case, I will try to hide back here.
Maybe
and
this
work
is
in the room.
maybe this is the angle. Oh, nat
Ooh.
20 on stealth. You might
Double
as well
nat
be a
20s.
shadow.
Oh.
Double
Alina,
nat 20s accidentally.
you got a frost giant in your grill.
Turn into a bear. Be a bear.
I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals and call up 8 wolves. And then I'm gonna turn into a bear.
Rock on.
Pew pew.
So, I'm gonna do the bear for you. Right.
Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh yeah, sorry.
It's a spooky bear.
So does that giant just not care about Bonesaw, or does she think her dead husband is throwing fireballs at her?
Back was turned to me.
Oh, so she just thought we're raining down fire from the heavens.
And they all go at once on their own initiative.
What is happening?
I'm scared.
So the wolves will go at 14, which is next.
Okay, so they all have pack tactics, so they have advantage on each one of them is gonna have advantage.
All right, this is gonna be good. So,
Jesus.
all right,
Looks
give me a
someone's
minute
gonna be
here.
ripped to shreds.
So we got 1 is gonna hit for 7. 2. No. Alright. As Alina transforms into a bear and ducks back into the cave, 8 wolves emerge into the cave and just start ravaging this giant until it drops to its knees, and they continue to tear flesh from it, and then they just start devouring the dead corpse of your second frost giant.
Alina, you're
I'm-
scary as fuck.
Hey,
Second
yeah,
one.
I
Somebody
run
cut
up.
its head off.
Yeah, I run up there and shoo them away because I'm friend of wolves. Shoo, shoo! I need the head.
You guys know the drill. Get the head. Yeah, we get the wolves off. I command them to eat below the head.
they just start chomping at the neck until there is a nice little head situation.
What's up in this giant's pockets before these things eat everything?
How's Beldora, by the way?
Where's the wedding ring?
It's a winter ring. Crap.
No, they were married though. She said my husband. I
That's
don't see a ring. How much gold would a giant's wedding ring would go for in the city? Give it
No
to me.
wedding ring, but this giant does have a giant-sized bone comb, a coffin in its bag, a giant pair of old sandals, and a 3-foot-tall idol
Oh, that's my idol.
depicting Thrym, a god of giants.
I take my crowbar and crack open the coffin.
There is the skeletal remains of a halfling.
Ah, I
What?
search it. Does
You
it have the
find-
ring?
You find bones and decaying
Sick of
clothes. The head pops off of the spine as you root around.
How bad of shape are the clothes in?
Completely rotten. There's maggots
You got the
crawling
bag
through them.
I'm holding?
Yeah.
Bag up those artifacts so we can sell them.
Alright, yeah, back gentlemen. Yeah.
Well, hey, make sure they don't go over the weight limit. That's the only thing. Connor, we make sure that we don't go over. Yeah, but these are giant-sized things. I don't know how much a bone comb weighs.
Loop, I hope you're taking vigorous notes on what's in the bag of holding.
I think this is the first thing we've thrown in.
It is.
Oh boy.
All right, you guys are
You
out of initiative. You are in the possession of 3 giant heads, which is no easy task
Over the
to
bag,
transport.
bro.
They will not fit in the bag of
Oh,
holding.
that's right. That's what I tried last time.
I take all some of my 150 feet of rope and I tie them in like a dragging string so that we
Yeah,
can
have
just
those,
drag them.
ropes for a while. They can drag for a little bit.
Well, I think we need to take a little rest. Beldora said if we went outside during the blizzard, we'd die. I look
Yeah,
outside.
Can we rest?
You
Long rest.
Yeah.
Well,
If
Yes.
you guys want to rest, you are more than welcome to.
Beldora, will you keep watch? Just for the first 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm on it. And she walks over to the mouth of the cave.
immediately
The
fall
winds
asleep.
are howling, and you can see the snow is building up very quickly. You're still a good several hours away from returning to Bryn Shander. But back in the city, a large sum of gold awaits you should you return with the 3 heads. And that is where we'll finish this session.
Oh, just had a wet dream about Loop.
It's,
So we're shooting today, guys. That's what I was gonna say. That sounds bad.
Well, I'm gonna keep
Oh,
these giant
shoot.
heads. I'm keeping all this gold, dude.
sounds good.
What? No. It's basically
What about those gems in your pocket?
I think we should try to build some kind of sleigh or sled or something to haul these.
we have a bear.
We should think of like a sled or a sleigh situation to haul these.
Yeah, my doggy will haul
Towel.
anything.
Poof.
Oh, we got the melon?
Hey,
Yeah.
you share that donkey.
They were just quiet.
Our donkey. Sorry, our donkey. Our
Thank you.
donkey will haul
That's
anything.
better.